One day, at their granddad's house, Max and Min told him how they had worked out the area of squares and rectangles by dividing them into 1 centimetre or 1 metre squares. Grandad said he could show them another really easy way to get the area of all kinds of 2D shapes. He pulled out of a drawer a sheet of thin, clear plastic with a grid of lines on it. So kids, he started to explain, this is a square centimetre grid which I drew on this see-through plastic with a black pen. Each square on it is 1 square centimetre. We can overlay it on top of any 2D shape and get its area in square centimetres just by counting the squares covered. Let me show you. Grandad had some drink coasters which were a hexagon shape, so he grabbed one of those and overlaid the square centimetre grid on it. See, he continued, all we have to do is count the number of squares covered by the coaster. Because of the hexagon shape, there will be some partial squares like these, but we can adjust the overlay position to minimize them. We can then estimate how many squares they would add up to and still get a fairly accurate total area. In this example, we have 22 full squares and 12 partial squares. These 2 partial squares would add up to about 1 whole square, and the same for these 2, and these 2. The 4 small partial squares we are left with would add up to about 1 whole square. So I estimate that the partial squares will add up to 5 full squares, so the total area is about 27 squares, which is 27 square centimetres. Using this square centimetre overlay really is an easy way to measure the area of different shapes, exclaimed Min. Yes, replied their granddad. It's especially good for comparing complicated shapes like these butterfly pictures. When I use the overlay on these, I get 16 square centimetres for this one, 12 square centimetres for this one, and 14 square centimetres for this one. You might get different answers for these areas because you have to estimate how many square centimetres will be added by all the partial squares, and various people can estimate differently. See if you can make a square centimetre overlay sheet using clear plastic. Now you can watch this video again or try the quiz and look at the chart that comes with this video.